Okay. All right, YouTubers. Got a couple things here. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. This company is called Banana Robotics, Williams and Wang LLC. This is in Boulder Creek, California. You get them at shop at bananarobotics.com or www.bananarobotics.com/shop. I looked everywhere and these have come up. They are on eBay, but you can go straight to their shop and you can get them. And look at this. And it has this attachment also. Okay. It's a difficult way to put it on, but it has this attachment. Okay. You try to get this anywhere like that, and they're $20, $15. These were $4.99. $4.99. I bought two of them. Okay. I couldn't find my one pair. And when I saw $4.99 and then went out and did the comparison shopping, this is what you go with right here. These are, I mean, this is heavy, got a nice metal heavy base to it. It's all articulative, goes around everything. It's perfect. Okay. So $4.99 at this Banana Robotics. Little helping hands with magnifying glass, if you want to look it up that way. I'm going to leave that till last. Okay, so I got off the phone with the guy this morning. His name is Michael Roderick. Okay, and for those of you who maybe want to get it from the horse's mouth, because folks, I sat on the phone with him for, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes, and he had some fantastic things to say about what's going to be at this show at Franklin and what is coming to this. Remember when I said, you see this right here? Okay. Festival Country. I am really hoping that this camera turns this around and we get it. Oh, she's not wanting to focus. Oh, there she goes. I'll pull it in a little tighter here. Okay, this year we have 4 buildings. One building is for demonstrations, because I said this wrong the last time. One building is for demonstrations, and there are 3 buildings stuffed with trains and layouts. Okay. And this is a fantastic show to come to and see. But with the help of these people right here, he is looking into possibly, they want to stay at the fairgrounds. Okay. And these people want him to, they're working with him now. And that's going to expand the advertising for what this is going to be. This show is in August, the 3rd and the 4th. On the 3rd, it runs 10 to 4, and on the 4th, it runs 10 to 3. Your tables are, because here is the flyer for, you can get this on the site. This is for the vendors. Okay. Now your tables are 22. They are 8-foot wooden tables, I believe. Don't quote me on that. But this is for 2 days. Let me tell you how many people you think, oh, $22, that's a lot for a table. The entire attendance, the year, not last year, but the year before, was 3,500 people. Last year, it was more like 5,000. So I may be inflating those numbers, but there were huge amounts of people come to this show. So with the help of these people, they're going to be advertising okay, in a lot more areas and all. So this could really set this show on fire. Now the guy comes up because they were talking about putting a tent between two buildings, and the ground is very, very hard because it's been packed down so hardly. And the guy goes, well, you may want to look at this building over here. I kind of know where this is at. I don't recommend, if you can't walk, not a long distance, but if you can't walk a long way, then what you need to do is they're going to have, they said the Boy Scouts are going to come on, and they're actually going to have golf carts so they can take you over. This is one of those equestrian center buildings, okay, where it has bleachers in it and different things of that nature. It is huge. What did he say? He talked about so many places to go. I go, send me the info because I'm not going to get this all at once. One was 25,000 square feet. The other one's 50,000 square feet. And I mean, one was moving into Greenville and going to a warehouse type situation, but they don't want to move the show. They want to keep it at the fairgrounds. And so that's why this one building was introduced and say, hey, you can start using this one over here. We'll work a deal out with you and we'll be able to do it. So, I mean, I don't know how many tables were sold last year, but I do know that if you put tables in there, you're going to blast over way over 300 tables. Okay. So this show could grow into a giganormous thing, which is the idea that if something is going to happen, let's get it happen. Let's get it done so we can get to August so we can have this. Okay. Dirk's Trains is there right inside the door on your right. You'll come in. I always have the best prices, and anybody will tell you that. And it's just, that show's going to go, it'll go and say, it'll be tremendous this year. And then as it grows and gets bigger, it's, we don't know where it's going to go. Okay. This is another show. Now, on March 9th is the Boeing show over here in St. Louis. Okay. And at Queenie Park, everybody knows of this. It's been redone. This show is on my YouTube channel. So that video is there. It'll show you what it looks like. And that's what we call our Boeing show. This is what you call their Boeing show. I told this, I've been having little podcast sessions on my Facebook channel. Thought I'd put one on here so everybody could tune in and see. Please remember to subscribe and click the bell so you get the information when I get the information. Okay. But this thing here, let me tell you the story about not last year, but the year before. An ATM machine works on the idea of having just so much cash in it, and then it has lines of code, and they put about 1,200 codes in there because, frankly, you're not going to use 1,200 codes per day. In fact, you won't use 1,200 codes for 3 to 5 to a week. They have something called early bird. Okay, you can see that right down there. Early bird. That's only 1 hour. And 1 hour, they had 1,200 people. I did an interview with these guys. Okay, 1,200 people came in the door in that 1 hour and broke the ATM machine. There was so much there to buy for such great prices. Of course, this 2 years ago. They didn't bring enough money. They went up to the ATM machine. It ran out of codes and ran out of cash. And these people were having to leave the show, and there was some sort of filling station up on the corner across from the fairgrounds that had an ATM machine. I don't know if they broke that one too, but at 10 o'clock, he had another 2,500 people. There were 4,000 people go through that show. This is the show to get to. There's plenty of hotels. The eating is not great up there at all. I don't know what's happened to, Fast Food Row, but it's not as good as it used to be. But this is the show to go to. Okay. In that area, the food's not great. So you just go to the south side of Springfield, and there's a Golden Corral sitting there. I think it's still there. Again, this is in March of 2024. So let's hope whatever's going to happen happens so we can get to these great shows, which is my show. Okay. No, it's not my show. I am the manager and the show operation manager of this show. Okay. This is not my show. Okay. I do this for the Sons of American Legion, which I am part of. And tables are going already. Okay. Yes, this is a small show. I got about room for maybe 63 tables, and that's it. Okay. And this show is limited to 3 a show. And most people get 1 and 2 tables. Only a few of us get 3. And my table price has now gone down. See, it focuses on the other, but it won't focus on this. So this is $14 tables, limit of 3. They are plastic tables. They are not wooden. So if you bring something to clamp on there, you got to bring a piece of wood with you, or you break the table. And tables are $100 now. Okay. So this does show, it sells out very quickly. And weeks, like a week before the show or so, I show who the vendors are that are there. And I show how the place is laid out, and all that. Now, I will tell you that I do edit this show. Be aware that when you come to this show, you will be able to buy a lot of stuff because I go through the show and I edit the show. Okay. And what I mean by that is that I do not let people in who think an Athearn train car is worth $10. I don't let those people in the show. Okay. They've got a Athearn locomotive that's worth about $30 and they've got 65. I don't let those people in the show. Okay. I do have a bit of news on the December 2nd show also, but I don't let those people in the show because they take up space. Nobody buys from them, and they hurt the hobby because people come in and say, oh, if it's this expensive, I can't get into this. I can't afford that. I did it for 20 years at Dupo. I did it 5 at Fox, and it worked perfectly. So this is a letter that was addressed to me. This is from the Ozark Division here in St. Louis for the Great St. Louis Christmas Train Show and Food Drive. Dear Dirk, thank you for your continued support of the Great St. Louis Christmas Train Show and Food Drive. It is with great sadness I must report that we have been forced to cancel this year's show as a result of some changes at our long-term co-host venue. They decided to no longer co-host the event. A search for a new venue was started immediately with the help of several members. I am sad to report a suitable venue was not located on short notice. And so he sent my check back. The Great St. Louis Christmas Train Show and Food Drive have had a long history dating from 1988. In all those years, there was only one other cancellation, and that was for the 21 show as a result of that word that begins with a C. Look for information about the 2024 Great St. Louis Christmas Train Show and Food Drive yearly next year. Okay, so hopefully they will find a place and they will be able to then continue to have their show. And so we'll just have to stand by and wait, and hopefully they will find a place. Most places you're talking about exorbitant prices, deposits that you can't get back. Just they won't put your date in stone because they're greedy. We just had in fact, if you see on Facebook, it's over in Indiana, and it was you don't make a lot of money on a show, but you can gut the public with, I'm going to charge you, $10,000 to rent our space, and all these idiots pay it. Okay. Cause they can't find anywhere and whatever. And so it turns out to be greed. That train show had to be canceled because the guy who had eventually done it, called him and said there was a scheduling conflict and another event was scheduled and your event should not have been scheduled. But see, if you sign a contract, they don't have a choice. So that's been mentioned quite a few times. Going through my paperwork here. Christmas is coming. We're down to like 30 days or something like that. So that's coming. So if you're going to buy somebody a train, now's the time to think about getting that. Going through. My birthday's on November 20th. If anybody like to donate or send. This was the show that was completely amazing. They haven't been in business for 3 years because of bad things happening to them. This thing came back and I made $626. Why? Because I've got the price. I think we can throw that away. We don't need that. And you've been following me. Remember that I've been wiping out Britain on this because we're having trouble with Pico. Now I've been told that my Pico order has come in at Walther's and I'm supposed to be getting that by Friday. So we will see what that looks like when it gets here. I'm sure that's going to be a trip. I have a place that I found called Dave's Details, HO scale 187th, 60s, 70s gas pumps you get. I know you probably, this camera will never focus in on that, but if you see those two dark objects, they're gas station pumps from the 60s and 70s, and then you get a decal sheet that not only puts the numbers on there, but it's on the bottom identifies who's it is, Shell, Mobil, whatever. Those are supposed to be here by November 18th, which is Saturday. So we'll have to stand by and see if that actually happens. Okay, let's throw that away too. We don't need that. Banana Robotics has arrived. That's done. Okay, that's done. Okay. We have stuff everywhere. Okay, so I don't know why I keep looking here. I'm supposed to be looking over here. Hi. Okay. Get rid of that. Oh, this is supposed to go. Yeah, that's supposed. Oh, all this is supposed to go. We're going to go to a toy show on November 26th, Larry and I, at Valmar. And at that show, I'm bringing something that's been out of production for a very, very long time. And that's this building right here. And there is your Walther's information right there. So this is the this thing retailed at $85. Okay. And it was for ethanol. I'm going to tell, I don't know him because I download, because sometimes they give you, the stuff that came with the kit, the instructions and all. And I looked at the instructions on, how this is put together and all, remind me a lot of Pike stuff. And all of a sudden I realized how, especially when that, and then I looked at this page right here. There's nothing in here. How can this be worth $85? So I have discounted this considerably. So, but I'm going to take this just so they know. They even give you the footprint, so you know how big, because there are 2 buildings, but know how big it is and how much it'll take up on your layout. But that's going to that show. Okay, what do we got here? Not real sure what that is. Okay. Oh, let's see. Got to keep the webcam. That's by Sid. He sent that to Coach 2. I don't know what that is. Let's throw that away. Don't need that. Okay, this goes down here. All right. Well, other than mailing something, that I cleared off on my paper. All right. So just jumped in, let you know on that. So the big one is the Indiana show, which is going to be what he got on and told me and whatever. This is going to be fantastic. So if you can contact me for details or whatever, but you can look all this stuff on the internet and get everything that you need from there. So all right, so YouTubers, watch out. The podcast is coming. I'm putting it together, and we will see. Of course, don't forget about $4.99. $4.99. Okay, so be sure to look that up. All right, YouTubers, we'll catch at you later.